Good morning, everyone. My name is Naisi from Tianjin Farragut School. I want to start with a story from my student time. Just about 10 years ago, I was a student at Harvard Kennedy School. And one day, I was going to cross the river, this Charles River, to visit friends at the business school. And I saw a strikingly tall man walk by. He was older, but full of energy. My friends whispered, "Oh, that's Professor Clayton Christensen." Oh, I knew Professor Clayton Christensen. He's famous. He's the father of the famous business theory, disrupted innovation. He's the author of several best-selling books. He is a truly influential voice in the field of modern business. But what I didn't know, as my friends shared, was that he taught one final class to all the MBA cohort, every MBA cohort, before they graduated and head out to the real world. And in that one final session, Professor Christensen didn't talk about profit or strategy, but instead, he discussed with everyone one simple question. How will you share your life? How will you measure your life? He later wrote an entire book on it if you would like to check it out. He had seen too many brilliant minds, people with wealth, power, and status, end up unhappy or even trapped in tragedy. He urged everyone to look beyond the conventional success metrics and to seek true meaning in life. I was struck, business school, talking about life and happiness. But that question stayed with me. And as I was preparing for this talk, that question resurfaced. As AI reshapes the world we live in today, this question matters more than ever. Just look around. AI is surpassing human capabilities in breathtaking ways. It aces exams, draft legal documents, compose videos and music, diagnose illness with stunning accuracy. Skills that once guaranteed advantage are now mastered by machines. And if AI can do the best of what humans can do, what's the value of our humans? Where's our place in the world? So to look for an answer, I listened to interviews with leading thinkers and industry experts. I scrolled through books, and there seems to be one direction that all of them point toward. And that is our edge as humans lies not in competing with AI, but embracing what they fundamentally lack. What does that mean? It means we just let AI do what they're good at. And then we as humans, we pioneer our own frontier. Somewhere that is uniquely human. Somewhere that machines can't step into. And where's that place? It's a place that transcends data. Since AI exists and learns by the data that our humans feed them, so it's a place that can't be quantified. It's a place that requires deep and meaningful human connection. Think about the following scenarios. Comforting a friend in grief. Collaborating not just for efficiency, but with empathy. Or a heartfelt conversation over coffee. Not the transactional networking kind, but the kind that you sit down to listen, not to reply, but to understand. And in those moments, one soul connects with another. Algorithms cannot replicate those experiences. They are not data-driven. They are soul deep. And those are the moments where the value of our humans manifests. If we actively seek those moments of human connections, if we work on forming genuine bonds with everyone around, we practice the unique human advantage. We gain comparative advantage over AI. We add value to the society, and in turn, we found our place in this world. And this is the answer to this disrupted and existential challenge that AI poses to all of us. And of course, in building human connections, in return, we feel good too, right? We get benefited. You may have heard of the landmark 70-year-long Harvard study that confirms the strongest predictor for lifelong happiness and health is not wealth or fame. It's in fact the quality of relationships, the depths of connection with others. And in fact, it's not just a modern idea. Ancient wisdoms across cultures have long emphasized genuine connections with others and our surroundings. Buddhism teaches a concept called bodhicitta, 菩提心. It's a wish to attain enlightenment for the sake of all being. It says, in order for one to achieve the highest enlightenment for oneself, it must, paradoxically, vow to achieve the same, to seek the same for the others. And Taoism teaches the concept wu wei, so effortless action, reminding us not to force outcomes, but to go in harmony, flow in harmony with the world and around. And the great Chinese philosopher Wang Yangming emphasized 知行合一, the unity of knowledge and action. He tells us true understanding arises from virtuous interaction with others. So all these speaks to the fact that self-fulfillment is based on connecting something greater than oneself. When we build connections, we shift our focus from me to we. And when connected, our own pain lessened. And others' moments of joy becomes a source of our joy. So it's less painful and it's easier to be happy. How great it is. So if we could interact with the world through the lens of how can be a help to others today so that we can create a genuine bond, we transcend the narrow ego and reconnect with the larger reality. And in that larger reality, we find meaning and happiness. Now, helping others can sound like a moral cliche, something adults nag about. But as we discussed, in the age of AI, it's more than a virtue. It's a necessity. It may even be the highest valued skill set going forward. Because to coexist with machines in the coming future, we need to be as human as possible. We need to let every spark of our humanity shine through. We need to deliberately practice being selfless to counter the innate tendency towards selfishness. But rest assured, by being selfless, we don't lose ourselves. In fact, the more we practice, the more we connect with others, the more resilient and meaningful our lives become. That's why I propose a simple toolkit, the Helping Index. Each day, ask yourself, how many people did I genuinely help today? It doesn't have to be a big grand gesture. It could be a sincere thank you to the delivery person with soft tone and eye contact. It could be staying up late and explaining a difficult concept to a struggling classmate, not for recognition, not for credit, but for their clarity. It could be in a disagreement, stop the urge to react, but choosing to understand. These aren't just soft skills, they are daily exercises that build our unique human strengths that will allow us to survive and thrive in the future. Professor Christensen passed away in 2020, right before the AI wave truly swelled. And he urged us to look beyond conventional success and seek meaning. And to some people, it may seem like success and meaning is a binary choice, as if you have to pick one. But what if, in this new era, we don't pick? We don't sacrifice success for meaning. We merge them. In Chinese, we say 一箭双雕, so hitting two targets with one arrow. By prioritizing human connection, by working hard to be selfless and be helpful to others, with this one arrow, we gain comparative advantage over AI. We create value for the society, and thus in return, we gain corresponding rewards. And we get all these while enjoy a deep sense of fulfillment. So as you step into a future shaped by algorithms, I leave you with the same question reframed for your generation. How will you measure your life? Perhaps life's measure will not be in tasks automated by AI. It will be in the hearts that you touch. Thank you.